Wrong ones part ways, right ones find their way. The title of the article I'm sharing with you today is called Such Women Become More Valuable as They Age. Now let's listen together. I want lots and lots of love is a phrase by Yishu Shitai, which countless women consider a classic. In Yishu Shitai's era, saying this phrase was already commonplace, but if you ask the girls nowadays, they might not even need that if anymore. Without hesitation, they can immediately choose between love and money. Today we often say that the only way to dispel worries is to become rich, but we've never truly understood what is truly valuable. Once, on the streets of Lima, I encountered a Japanese girl. She had fair skin and was exquisitely dressed, yet carefree. I rarely see such girls. Few can emit such an aura. We sat together at the same open-air cafe, chatting for a while. I told her, actually, my impression, Japanese girls are just like Chinese girls, crazy about luxury handbags and branded clothes. But you look so different. One can't even spot any logo on your clothes, yet they still give the impression of being expensive. She laughed and said, "Finally, someone understands after all these years." Then she told me her story. She came from an affluent family, the kind that spoils their children when young and their husbands when older. Throughout her life, she had expensive clothes, bags, and skincare products. Whatever she wanted, she could have. Once, at a social gathering, she meticulously dressed up in an elegant designer outfit with sophisticated makeup and a small handbag slung over her shoulder, standing next to her husband as usual. Then she overheard a French girl at the party disdainfully remarking, "These Japanese women always wear expensive clothes, but it's a pity it's just expensive attire. They still look pale and worthless." She was shocked, and more than that, furious. Until that moment, she thought she was learning how to dress every day, flipping through fashion magazines and conversing with socialites, believing she had excellent taste. But to a French woman, it seemed like her clothes were the only valuable aspect of her, leaving her feeling worthless. After the calm, she said, although what the French girl said was harsh, "It's true for us Asian girls. We're obsessed with buying expensive things, luxury brand handbags. We think that carrying a $20,000 bag makes us more valuable. It's actually ridiculous. Since coming to America, I haven't really mingled with the Chinese student community, or rather, I'm completely unfamiliar with them. Every time it feels like all we talk about is which store has more discounts or which season's bags are on sale. It's so boring and futile. But in Brazilian social circles, I'm treated with an unimaginable enthusiasm. Attending a lecture by a Shanghai opera professor, they enthusiastically invited me. Going to contemporary Latin American studies classes, the teacher, Maya, a Brazilian girl, invited me to a Hong Kong-style tea restaurant a week before the Chinese Lunar New Year to celebrate together. I asked her why Brazilians also celebrate Chinese New Year. She said Brazilians celebrate Chinese New Year, Japanese New Year, Brazilian New Year, we celebrate any holiday. Then she started asking me about the popularity of shrimp dumplings in China and why shrimp is put in the dumpling skin. After finishing the class this week, Maya said there would be a symphony orchestra performance on Saturday. "Are you free on Saturday?" "Let's go together," she said. I replied, "I don't understand music, and symphony orchestra is even more beyond me. Maybe next time." Maya looked at me sincerely and said, "Then let's go to the Stone District together on Sunday. A Venezuelan sculptor is holding an exhibition there. It's really great." And then I seemed to understand. This is why, despite being covered in brand names from head to toe, we still look pale, while some girls wearing simple clothes and simple jewelry appear so charming and valuable. They're keen on bringing people of different nationalities together. On their table, they absorb various wonderful life experiences. Their connections with the world go far beyond just clothes and bags. These kinds of girls, every gesture and smile, make you feel their worth. So how can a woman become more valuable as she ages? The Japanese girl I met on the street immediately said, "It was that French girl's words that made me realize. If a woman only knows how to dress and take care of her skin, only talks about where to eat and what to buy, she's pale and cheap. Later, she went to work for an international NGO, providing assistance to international refugees. When you step out of that narrow circle that only cares about buying, you'll realize how vast and expansive the world is. Besides beauty, you have so much self-worth. On the vast land of Africa, under the scorching sun, she didn't desperately apply sunscreen but worked in refugee shelters. All her past experiences shaped the person I met that day, who looked delicate yet carefree. So as the saying goes, it's not your skill to make a $5,000 dress look beautiful, it's the dress's skill. But making a $500 dress look expensive is your skill. A $20,000 bag is indeed more valuable than a $2,001, but the person carrying the $20,000 bag is not necessarily more valuable than the one carrying the $2,000 bag. That's all for this article. Thank you for your patience. If you find the article helpful, please give it a like. I'll end here today.